Hello everybody, I hope everyone is keeping really well. In this video I want to talk to you about nebulizers for respiratory issues. Nebulizing can be great because it helps get the medicine or the therapy directly into your lungs if there is lung inflammation, infection of the respiratory tract, or irritation from the environment like we're experiencing now in Alberta and BC and other parts of Canada, which is why I want to get this video out. If you've been following me on Facebook and Instagram this week, where we've had a lot of smoke from the wildfires across Alberta as a whole and into BC and some of Saskatchewan, a lot of people experiencing symptoms, so I put out a post and a PDF in my biohacking library group on Facebook. Basically, fire support, how you can support your body, how you can bind to toxins, how you can push them out with different things. So if you haven't checked that out, go do so. It's on my business page on Facebook, and then the PDF version, if you wanted to download and print it off or anything, is in the biohacking library. So nebulizing is another tool that we can do, and not only is it great for having the wildfire smoke and all these respiratory tracts, it's also great for asthma, allergies, COPD, anything that would make you more sensitive to respiratory issues, including even mold. So when you nebulize, you're basically treating your body with a medicine that's been dissolved into a mist or tiny microscopic bubbles. So I'm going to walk you through the one that I have and the different attachments, and just how you basically can use nebulizer in this environment and in the future as much as you need it. It's a great option for kids. It's a great option for the elderly, especially small kids who mightn't want to take specific quote medicines or treatment. Nebulizing is a really easy option and it's pretty affordable. So I'm going to walk you through the one I've had or have. And I think many people will have heard, especially over the last few years, that you can nebulize glutathione, for example, or hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2. And you can even nebulize silver as long as the particles are small enough. So you're looking at 10 parts per million or less. So for example, with glutathione, of course, is our master antioxidant that most people will have heard of. Liposomal glutathione, and they'll use it for basically boosting the immunity and helps with liver damage, helps with toxicity. Glutathione, because it's our master antioxidant, it's great for so many things. And most people will have heard of it, but you can nebulize glutathione as well. You just want to make sure that you're getting a specific type of glutathione. You can't put your liposomal glutathione into a nebulizer. It needs to be a reduced active form. So when it's reduced, then it's in a soluble form that then can be used in the nebulizer. So here I have, back to glutathione. With glutathione, for example, we can take it orally, but a lot of the research, and there is a lot of research, especially around glutathione, shows that if there is respiratory issues, then when we use it in a nebulizer, we can get it directly into the respiratory tract and into the lungs in a higher concentration. And I'm going to talk you through how to use it, but it can be a very effective, quite affordable tool for people to use. So I have this little tiny portable one that I got off Amazon, and I'll share the links below in the description. So it opens up from the top up here, and you will put your solution in here, and then this covering comes off. And with this one, not all of them, you get 2 different sizes of masks, which can be great because you have kind of your adults, your teens, the elderly, and then you have your toddlers, even babies. Have an option there, and then the mask just fits on like so. You also get with this one what I like is you also get a mouthpiece. Now I do prefer the masks because then we can get the whole nasal cavity involved. And even if you think that your issues are just in your throat or in your lungs, chances are that you're going to have colonies or pathogens right through the nasal cavity. So the mask, I feel, is a lot more effective and a lot easier to use, especially with kids, but you do get this mouthpiece as well. So this one has a lot of options, which I really like. So what you do is, I use saline in mine, and you can get saline, and I got this pack of saline on Amazon. Again, I'll share the links. And it's just easier. You can get these locally. Pharmacies will carry some of them. Well, most of them will. Amazon's just a bit handier. Especially, I got this during the whole 2020 to 22 stuff. And Amazon obviously was really the only place that you could get a lot of stuff, especially delivered to your door. So what you will do is you'll empty the saline, one of these salines, into this top part here. And then with, let's say you're using the glutathione, that one comes, the reduced active one comes in little capsules. So you will break open the little capsules and then you'll pop them in here, and they'll kind of, they'll fizz like your effervescent vitamin C will. And then you pop your cap back on, and then there's a power button right here, and you're going to hold it over your mouth, and you're going to take some slow, long inhales. I like to try maintain, if you're not too congested, just nasal breathing, because then you're also going to, not only getting these nasal passages, but you're going to bring in some nitric oxide as well, which also has very positive antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory effects. So you're going to hold it here, inhale, exhale. There's some holes here for the exhale to be released. Your average treatment, so this full amount, the average treatment is about 5 to 10 minutes. This one also obviously great because it's portable. So if you know maybe you don't do so well with long travels, flying, most people get sick when they fly because they're exposed to so many different pathogens and inflammatory molecules. And here, this one also has, so you can use batteries in this, but it also has a power connector as well, so a little DC outlet, which is great, so you can use that too. Like, this one is great. It's small, it fits in your handbag. You get all these different options. You got your husband, you got your baby, your toddlers, your grandpa if he's coming with you. You can use saline, which basically is very sterile water. You can also then put in hydrogen peroxide, and you could also put in a couple of drops, not all together now, you could pick one or the other. So if you had issues with glutathione because maybe you've got sulfur sensitivities, you can pop in then a couple of drops, between 10 and 60 drops of silver, and then you can nebulize that as well. So like a great little product. Comes in a small box. I don't believe it was too expensive. If I'm recalling, maybe $100 for the whole lot. If you are using it for multiple people throughout the family, you do want to make sure that you're cleaning it in between each person's use. So you could either just clean, the top part does come off, you just clean that with just soap and water, or you could swab it with some alcohol. You do not want to get the bottom part wet though, so you want to remove this when you're cleaning it, and it can be very effective for so many different things. Like I said, when you're using the nebulizer, you want to inhale fully through the nose, deep breath, filling that kind of diaphragm and the lungs fully. And then a slow release is going to be most beneficial, helping with the central nervous system, really helping the body relax and fight whatever pathogen is happening there. So you have all these little attachments, you have these pieces. But right now, with the environment in Canada right now, with the forest fires and everything, I am getting a lot of messages, especially for kids. Adults, You can generally do a lot more with adults. You can use nasal colloidal silver. You can get the nasal caps. You can get spray colloidal silver. Adults are willing to take different anti-inflammatories, even just trying to breathe through their nose. Children a little bit more challenging, especially if the child already has sensitivities to seasonal allergies or asthmatic issues. I have been getting a lot of messages about kids coughing a lot of mucus coming up. And this really is, we're only in May, so this is the start of the season. This could go on for another couple of months. So having a little tool like this in your house could be really, really beneficial, and great for kids, and really even moving mucus. This can be great for all of that. So I will post a link to this in the description, also the saline, and also a reduced form of glutathione if anyone wants to try that. But again, you can use hydrogen peroxide. You can get it in the pharmacy. You can get it in Walmart. If you're unsure about hydrogen peroxide, you can also get food grade hydrogen peroxide. It's a little bit more expensive. And then you can also use colloidal silver, 10 parts per million or less. It's pretty easy to find a 10 parts per million one. So you have several options, and you can use this along with some of the tools or aids that I lifted in my fire smoke support list or PDF. So I hope you found this helpful. If you've got any questions, please do send them my way and I'll be happy to answer. And please share with anyone you think this might benefit. As I said, this is only the start of the season, so we could have a couple more months ahead of us of this smoke and poor air quality. And then, of course, if people have got seasonal allergies or they pick up some sort of respiratory issue, this can be great for them. Okay, guys, have a great day.